Hey guys, welcome to today's 1/6 Galaxies video. Today we are taking a TMS 072, that being the KX Enforcer droid as they appeared in the flashback for The Mandalorian. Now, as this is a figure we've had before in the form of K2SO, we are going to do a comparison at the end, so I'm hoping that this video is as quick as possible to save as much time as possible for the comparison. Now, I did get this from Pop Culture, because it has been recently released at Australian retail. I've actually had the figure for about a week. I just haven't been able to do a video until now. So we'll go through the accessories and then we'll do the comparison as quickly as possible. Now, I didn't pay full retail for this. I got the 10% pre-order price, and I actually got a further 10% off using pennies on top of that. Would I be comfortable paying that high retail price? I'm not 100% sure. He does look cool, which we will see shortly, but I'll let you decide and make your own opinions. Alrighty. So we do have the Enforcer Droid on the front of the box. It is the standard Star Wars shoe style box that we've gotten before with the ribbon. On the other side of the ribbon, there's a figure holding the blaster in a different pose. You can see he's holding the rifle in the ribbon and the pistol on the box art there. Tells us that it is TMS 072 KX Enforcer, and you saw the Australian retail button warning thing there. Unfortunately, Pop Culture did remove the batteries, so I can't show the light up feature. Of course, lifting up the shoe style box, we do get the insert. A very cool looking insert of the Enforcer droid there. It tells us at the bottom that it is TMS 072, and has the repeating blaster out. Alright, accessories. We do, of course, get the repeating blaster. Now, I feel like the Stormtrooper Commander, squad leader guy, had this blaster as well. So probably not the first time we've gotten this. Either way, it's painted really, really nicely and detailed really, really nicely, as you can see. We do get the little antennas that plug into the back, similar to what we got with the K2. We do get the pistol, nicely detailed and weathered as you would expect from Hot Toys. Now we do get a diorama stand. Unfortunately, no base with a metal nameplate or anything. Does the bottom? No. The underneath just has the Lucasfilm logos and tells that it's 2023. So it is just a diorama. I don't think we've gotten this before, so that's quite nice. It does, the detailing on the rocks and stuff could be a little bit better, I suppose, but I think it does the job of looking like a crumbled battle area, I suppose. It is actually held up by one of these, the dynamic waist grabber, as you would. As opposed to the crotch stand that K2 got. And the pole isn't the dynamic stand, it's this translucent plastic, which is quite nice. Now, to go along with that stand, we also do get a weathered Mandalorian helmet. So I guess it started off as blue, then the copper has gone green, I guess, which is strange because it's Beskar. But hey, maybe Beskar Russ, who knows, I don't think it's supposed to. You can see that you can't put this on a figure or anything because it's just a hollow helmet. But nonetheless, putting it on the base does look quite nice. So that about does it for the accessories. So I said you can pretty much treat him like a really big trooper in the sense that he doesn't come with too much. So we'll get him out here first, just because this guy is really well rusted. So I don't know how well this is going to come up, despite filming in 4K. I think it's going to be really obvious once we get the K2 out here. But we can see that the whole thing is really weathered. Actually, if I hold him up, So you can see that rust. Even the Imperial symbol has kind of faded away there. So he's really rusted. Now, this guy is a mixture of plastic and die-cast parts, so he is actually extremely top heavy, and he's a really solid dude. But just coming down, you can see the weathering and the rust just goes down the whole figure, pretty much. This guy has quite the dark paint app. So as you can see, he is standing quite well without the stand, but do keep in mind that he's just got his arms down beside him, so you probably don't want to not use the stand for this guy. I'll see how we go in the modular case without the stand. So you can see that even the back is rusted. I'm just going to plug the antenna in. So you just got to line up the little pegs and it just slots right in. So of course he does have the detail on the back. You can see even in the joints just rust. So it's as I said, this guy has a really dark paint application, and even under the lights I'm not sure if we're going to get just how rusted this guy is, but the application is done really nicely, and hopefully it comes across really well there. But yeah, this guy is battle worn. He's been down on Mandalore torching everything for quite some time. Alrighty, let's do our comparison. So remember that K2 is obviously a captured Enforcer droid that's been reprogrammed to assist Cassian Endor and the Rebellion, and he's kept in extremely pristine condition. So let's take a look at our two droids side by side. So I'm hoping that now you see the level of weathering that they've given the new guy. Because yeah, look at that. That is just an insane difference in paint applications, and I think it really comes off in the head and the chest there, just because K2 is so pristine. As I said, it is a really dark, quite hard to see paint application, but I'm hoping that with the 4K it's really coming out just how well they've weathered him. I was really skeptical on getting this, just simply because obviously having K2, I really wasn't sold on owning two of them, but now that I've got him in hand, and I mean obviously we've seen them in other media, that he's not the only Enforcer droid, obviously. So yeah, just in the silver joints and things as well. Hopefully it's coming across just how worn down and weathered the new guy is. And so I am going to obviously keep K2 displayed with my Rebels, and the new guy, he will go with the Stormtroopers somewhere in the display. I don't know if they've really weathered the back. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, no, there's a... So even in the backs, you can see the pristine of K2 versus the worn down weathering of the Enforcer. Though for some reason the Enforcer has extra... This is plastic where this looks to be die cast on the new one. Maybe it's just the paint app that they've changed. It's definitely a different paint app, but even with the back joints, you can just see how much cleaner and more pristine K2 is compared to the Enforcer. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the look at the two figures here. We'll just turn around. We are approaching the 11-minute mark, so I do want to wrap this up fairly quickly. So I'll leave it there, just so you can see it just one last time while I'm wrapping up. So yeah, as I said, you've got the pristine K2 versus the weathered and worn KX Enforcer from the Mandalore flashback Night of 1,000 Tears. So you can see that there is a huge difference. So there's going to be no mistaking the K2 release versus this release. As far as incoming figures goes, I've got a couple coming in the next batch. I might look at ordering a Kate Bishop tomorrow, so that probably wouldn't be here until late next week, but we'll see if I end up going through with it. I missed out on a Black Panther, and I was quite upset about that because I really didn't want to wait for pop culture, just because I don't want everything out of the bikes, because obviously the retail price on the Apo and the Specialist Trooper is so high. Having those to pay off, plus possibly an amazing Spider-Man, I just didn't want to throw Panther in there as well. But if I have to, we have to. We'll see what happens. It's all about trying to get the best prices for things. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found the comparison helpful. Keep an eye out for more videos. Thank you for watching.